Good morning, people. You have to excuse me, I've woke up feeling absolutely pants today, full of the whole sore throat cold, bunged up, all that jazz. So I don't know how much use I'm going to be today. We have decided to move on from here, unfortunately. Although it's possibly the best park up we've ever had, I think we are prioritising getting to a bit of the warmer weather as quick as we can. So no matter what, we're going to have the cold nights, but we know that we'll be able to get at least a couple more degrees a bit further on down the coast. So we've decided that we're going to head a bit closer to Alicante and find somewhere to stay, and hopefully when we find somewhere to stay there, we will be able to stay a couple of nights, because it's doing me no good with my health having to move on every day. And it's just, you don't get the most out of a place when you move on so quickly. So yeah, we're gonna move, she says, as we're leaving here. We're leaving here just because it's done. We're on our way. We need shopping anyway, so we have to leave here no matter what. So yeah, we're heading south. Come along with us. I apologise now for how yucky I sound and look. And my lips are cracking. That's a proper moan, that, isn't it? Anyway, take one last look at this view. I'm hoping we get to see many more like this. Just stunning. I had a poo with a view this morning. I can't smell because it's cracking my lips.
Gonna roll off the chocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll off the chocks. Get ready now to get going. Ooh. Chocks are away. Time to get going. Oh, I don't want to leave. Right, so we're just en route, or we were just en route to our next park up, but along the route you can search for whatever you want. In this case, Lidl. So we're coming by, stopping, getting some groceries, etc, and then we're going to head to our park up, which I think is only about 20 minutes or so away. Ready for some shopping?
Yeah, baby.
Oh my god! I have not seen that for years. Didn't it used to like turn people orange when it was out in the UK? I'm sure it did something stupid like that. Place is lethal. Ooh, that's warm still. What are we looking for?
Grated cheese.
Okay. Found. now. Fingers crossed it's a good one, because I really would love to settle there for a night or two. See you when we get there. Why is it when I get the camera out, she don't want to be there? This doggy is hilarious. She's been sat up on the window for the last 10 minutes, happy as Larry, and then the minute I get the camera out, she's like a child. No, I'm not going to smile, I'm not going to act and play. Little madam. Right, so as the first park up didn't work because there was 2 vehicles there, and it said online that there was space to 2 to 4, but there was 2 very big motorhomes there. Anyway, so that one didn't work, so we've just come a little bit further down to actually a really, really, really pretty little town. We've managed to park up right there, and the seaside is right there. So we're going to go and take Lulu for a little stroll on the beach. So in the distance, I don't know whether you can see, but in the distance over there is Benidorm. And the reason I know is because there's high-rise buildings there.
There's another giveaway at Benidorm.
Go on.
On top of that mountain there's a cross. Lights up red at night.
Oh.
And I know that because I've been here loads of times.
Oh, I hope the reason you came here loads of times wasn't for a certain person named Vicky.
Possibly.
Oh, I know you didn't. Gross.
A long time ago.
Oh my days. What's this say?
Dogs allowed.
Does that say dogs allowed? Is that dogs allowed? So the sign says no dogs on the beach. I reckon we'll be fine walking along here. Just don't go on the beach bit. Right, as you can see, we are back in the front of the van, and it is still the same day as it was when I was last on. Anywho, what I'm trying to say is the park up that we were at just wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't feel it. It didn't feel very good compared to the last one. We took Luna out for a nice walk and it was just okay. Anyway, Nick's been sat on his phone and has found us a spot like that's a little bit wiggly up a, is it up a mountain? Like,
it looks like that.
It looks like it's going to be.
I mean, the first one I did was up the mountain, this is just a little bit further back on a little cove.
Yeah.
The first one I found was up an hill.
and you weren't sure about that
No,
one.
I liked it. You were just like, can we park there, can we not? So
We
I
could
carried on
try
looking,
it.
and then I found one a bit further down the hill.
So if this one at the bottom of the hill isn't good enough, then we could always move to the top?
Yeah, well this one looked like a little bay,
Right.
but a bit of a pebbly beach. I just thought it'd be nice.
6 miles.
Yeah, that might be cool actually. Anyway, I think it's overlooking Benidorm, which is what it is. We just need to find a spot. The sun's on its way down, so I just want to be somewhere where I'm going to be happy to wake up and probably happy to stay another night. That's the hope. Anyway, further down the coast, we know that we've got a few park-ups ready to go that we know that we're going to love already because we've already been there on a family holiday a few years ago. So we've sort of earmarked them as the ones we're going to do when we're a bit further down. So once we've done this, we don't necessarily want to do Benidorm. Benidorm's exactly what everyone knows of Benidorm, and it's just, once you've seen it once, I don't feel like you've got to see it again, do you?
No, I've been there on nights out, parties, stag do's, holiday.
Our first holiday abroad was to Benidorm.
I know. I mean, where we went that time with my mum and Lindsay, that's a quite nice.
Yeah, the old.
Benidorm, isn't it?
Yeah, so a few years ago we went to. We were staying in an area called Gran Alacant, which is the place I'm actually telling you about that's a bit further down the coast that we've got a few spots for. But whilst we were staying there, we were there for 2 weeks, so we hired a car and we drove to Benidorm for the day. And when we drove to Benidorm for the day, we ended up spending quite a bit of time in the old town of Benidorm because it's much prettier. It's not quite as hustly bustly, and there isn't 1,500 madges swishing past you on the scooters. So yeah, we enjoy that end of it. It's very, very pretty.
So that's boozy part of town.
Yeah, it's not the party section, and yeah. So we're not completely dismissing it yet. We'll stay here for a night or two, depending what the park up's like, and then basically see where to go from there. My days, where the hell are you bringing us, Nicholas? We're literally driving down the back streets. Surely not.
Because
Hey?
I'm not driving down there in this.
No, you can't drive down there.
Turn left onto Calais Alcohol and wildcamping.
Right, so we're just on our way to another spot because it just didn't fit. The sat-nav took us right onto the promenade, like right on the front where everyone was walking. So needless to say, Nick did not feel comfortable driving there. So I've just found another spot. It's at the other end of town, which is the part of town that I really enjoyed last time we were here. So we're going to try and head there now and see how that goes. Right, so I ran out of battery on the GoPro on the way to wherever we actually ended up, which I will inform you of in a minute, because we literally didn't intend on even being out. We were settled in and started doing a bit of editing, and then I don't know what it was, but something just didn't feel right. We've just been on the most epic park up that we've ever done in this van, and then to go from that to a car park, which was a walk away from the beach, I was like, I'm being a spoilt brat, but I want to move. Anyhow, as you can see, we literally ended up getting in the van, packing up and going, and we drove towards Benidorm. Nick found a spot that was like sort of up in the hilly bit, so it would have hopefully been a bit quieter. Anyhow, we tried to get there and it took us on the main promenade in Benidorm town. So needless to say, Nick didn't want to drive where everyone was walking and all of that, so he did a U-ey and came back, because you got to like a roundabout right on the front. So yeah, he turned round and came back the way. Anyway, once we found somewhere to pull over to see if there was a route up there without having to go on the front, we couldn't find a way. So plan B, I found a park up nearer the old town of Benidorm. So we then tried, and we then put them in the sat nav and then headed for that one. We got there and Nick just went no. Just no. It was basically a road with spaces, which at first I was like, yeah, no, this will be fine, we can go out on the scooters and blah blah blah, and he was like, Jen, no. So Benidorm is well and truly skipped. So cheerio to that one. So instead we made the decision to carry on driving, and where we have drove is the place that I've been going on about. It's just round the corner from a place called Gran Alicante, and also a place called Santa Pola. That's Nick coming in the van now to get it nice and toasty warm because it's cold outside. Yeah, so we are exactly where we'd planned to be, just not so soon. The weather forecast is 17 degrees for the next few days, and that always feels like more, so I'm pretty sure that we'll have that plus higher temperatures. Full sun, that will do for us, won't it, Nick? Yes. We've got a lovely beach just by us. We'll be able to show you in the morning because it is pretty dark out there.
It's kind of a beach. It's kind of like the last place we stayed up on, where we slept last night.
Oh really?
I think the beach is a bit further down where we were.
Oh, maybe we should have a bit of a mooch tomorrow
So
then.
yeah, we definitely won't be staying here.
We won't be staying here.
Well, we're staying here, but not here.
Okay.
Does that make any sense? We're going to be like that way, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a bit rocky and we're close.
It's not great for walking Lulu, is what
no,
you mean.
It's trip hazard.
Well, you
100% for my old feet.
while you side on, just stay there. Look that way. Look at that.
Go, man.
He only has to spend one day in the bloody sun, and look at that. Oh. So annoying.
No, it's not. It's very annoying because I don't want to burn.
The only person I know who doesn't want a tan, fruitcake. Anyway, we need to get back out the van because we need to go and get the back blinds for the windows.
Fuck's sake.
They are in the garage. I'll go out and do it. Have you took your shoes off?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go out, get the covers for the windows. Your hands are quite warm, am I freezing? So I'm trying to get past me. He's like, I'm going to get in bed first. Right, anyway, we will catch you in the morning. No, he's arguing with Luna. So we'll catch you in the morning and let you know exactly where we ended up tonight. See you in a bit. So, I know it's dark, but I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an insider as to how bedtime goes around here. Normally I'll sit on top of the bed while we watch a bit of TV and Nick will sit on the sofa. Luna will normally settle in either on the other sofa or on the bed with me. Then I'll get up just to sort myself out, get in my PJs. I turn round to get in bed to this. Luna? Excuse me? I'm talking to you. Do you know I'm talking to you? Talking to you, sausage. Can mummy get in bed? Nick, isn't this every time? Literally every time.
She's a little monkey.
She is. Right. Don't fall asleep there, lady. Don't you fall asleep. Come on. Come on then. Come on, Poppet. Oh. Good girl. She's like, you absolute ditch, mummy. What are you doing now? Oh, is it playtime now?
Chuck it on my head, why don't you?
What you got? You got your birthday cake? Give it me, give it me.
Daddy get it.
Give it me. Give it me.
Daddy get it.
Daddy have it.
Daddy have it.
Get it. Tell him off. Say, get off, Daddy.
Daddy have it.
Anyhow, that is my evenings, people. Ruled by this little madam. She is a terror, and a spoilt terror at that. Honestly. She is so human, it's freaky. Catch you in the morning, guys. I'll show you what we've got. I can hear the sea, so I'm pretty certain it's going to be good. See you later, alligators. Sleep tight. Right, I can't actually remember what I recorded when we got here last night. However, we got here. It was pretty dark and yeah, we couldn't really see what we were waking up to. So here's a couple of shots of what we woke up to this morning. Anywho, this morning, once we've crawled ourselves out of bed, we decided to go and have a quick mooch about. As I was saying yesterday, this place where we are is a place called Gran Alacant, which is right next to a place called Santa Pola, which is the bigger area. Anyhow, we have got a friend who's had a house here and an apartment here, so we always knew that we were gonna try for here, because whilst we were at his house a few years ago before lockdown, we found this lovely coastal road which had a million spots for people in motorhomes, but there wasn't that many back then. Now we've returned and obviously got here last night. The amount of motorhomes is crazy. Motorhomes, vans, all sorts. So now it's about trying to find a bit that's quiet. Where we originally wanted to go, which was right on its own little sandy beach, there was spaces, but it was just really crowded. So I don't want to be part of that problem, so I thought let's go a bit further down and find a quiet spot. Where we've managed to find, there's 3 of us on this little plot here, but it opens up right onto the rocks and into the sea. Anyway, when we got up this morning, we went for a mooch into town. So we got in the van and drove up to where the Mercadona was, where I managed to do this. Right, so I've just made Nick drive up the road to a Mercadona so that I can go and get some freshly squeezed orange juice. And on the way here, I took us on a ridiculous detour. I'm such a wally, honest to God. So an 8-minute drive's ended up like 15 minutes. But orange juice is worth it. Let's go. So basically, the orange is something that I got last time we was here. I've been trying at every shop to get freshly squeezed orange juice, but every single one I go to has either run out of oranges or the machine's not working. However, trusty Mercadona, we got there and it was like there was about 12 oranges left. So you're damn right, I was putting that in the van. Anyhow, we're back now to the place where we were this morning. We've had a drive down and had a look along the coast to see if we can see any more park-ups. They literally run right the way along. It's crazy, like how many spots there are. It's obviously a well-known place for people to come in the vans and motorhomes, etc. And as far as I'm aware, it's totally fine with the locals. So we're gonna now chill, have a few hours in the sunshine. I know I've got quite a bit of editing to do. Nick's currently sharing his nuts with Luna. Nick, have you done sharing now? Luna, are you begging? Are you begging? Anyway, this is our gorgeous park up. Right, I'm going to jump out the van and show you just exactly where we are. Ooh, ooh. I need some sunglasses on right now. Excuse my bedhead, still not done that. Anyway, this is where we are parked up. So there's a couple of other motorhomes here, but literally it's stunning. I don't know if you can catch in the distance over there. there's actually a lot more motorhomes down that way, and then even around the corner there's even more. But as far as park-ups go, I would say this is my second favourite of the trip. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah? Second favourite, with the first favourite being yesterday's. Yeah, I reckon so too.
Definitely.
What do you want me to do now? I know what you want me to do now.
What?
Nick said, Jen, there's Nutella in the cupboard somewhere. I said, no, there's not. There's some Nutoka. Right, I better get making them croissants. Well, say making. Spreading some chocolate spread on them. They ain't gonna make themselves now. So we will catch you in a little bit. Okay people, if you enjoyed that, give us a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell so you know when our next video is going to be released. Hope to see you on the road somewhere, because as ever, we are
only half the world away.
keep dreaming big, being kind, and make every single moment count.